Hey, what's up, you guys? It is time to motivate. It is your wonderful, amazing Buddha Bear extraordinaire, Ray Hemingway, back with an all new episode of Buddha Bear Talks, the podcast, season 5. I am so glad to be back. How you guys are doing? I hope you guys are well. I know I'm sorry for the disappearing act. I just been focusing on getting my mental health and well-being. And as for the wonderful episode you're about to hear right now is going to be your healing and your mental health come first. And this is the perfect example of how I say your healing and your mental health comes as a priority as number one for you. As y'all knows from the last episode, about I did the election. I was very, very, very emotional. That was some real ass feelings, like how I was feeling at the moment, right then and there. Zero fucks given, all out in the open, raw, real, and unedited, just as I am, giving it to you how it is. And I believe all you guys felt the same way, how I was feeling. And even though it's been a month that has passed, um, I have now gotten to the point, I've gotten a little bit better, but then I started to understand, like, slowly understand that there's some things in play that people don't understand, or people don't wasn't educated on, or need more information about. And I can't speak up for them, but at the same time, it's like I wish, long story short, people would do their research before they go out and just go ahead and vote for the orange monster that wanted to be in charge of the free world yet once again. But that's not the case. Everybody's about to F around and find out, and they're gonna see exactly what I meant by that. But anyways, on today night's episode, we're going to be talking about your mental health and your healing comes first. Me and Lauren have been talking about this. Oh, and as a matter of fact, Lauren cannot be with us right now. She's been busy working and stuff, doing other things. So she will be back on the next episode, and she will be back on Buddha Bear After Dark. So that is for another whole topic. I'll explain all that later after the podcast. So now we're going to be talking about how you're healing your mental health come first. Everyone is different. As for me, as I mentioned, when it comes to your mental health, including especially for mine and with my anxiety and everything I deal with, I zero in away from the social media. I just focus on things that make me happy. Like I'll take dance classes. Hell, I'll go to my therapist, and I'll probably take myself somewhere out in the town in New York City. And you know what? That's where I live. And we're just pretty much giving out all the tea as much as we can. But I do things to take it what makes Ray happy. Only I would know. Besides my therapist has been nothing but an amazing, incredible individual. Shout out to my therapist. Um, she has been the most beacon light of hope, and some things have clicked in my brain, knowing that it's okay not to be okay. When it comes, I don't know, I don't have well, I do have a family, but I don't bug them as much. And the reason why I don't really turn to them, because right now I think we're all doing our own thing, and we're all just spread out doing what we need to do. And it don't matter if you're in a place that doesn't make you happy. Well, it does matter, but what I'm trying to say is, if you're in a job or any way that makes you feel like you can't be yourself, or you're uncomfortable, or people just been mistreating you, misunderstood you for no apparent reason, you have every divine right to take time out for yourself. No one should have no say so, no disrespectful doubt to say anything about you. You know how many people have come to me, talked about, even while I'm at work, people don't understand, why are you so happy? Why are you so, but while at the same time I be thinking in my head, why are they so miserable? It's because I don't know if it's probably things going on at home, or it's probably things that's going on at home and at work, and with the obstacles at work, it makes it magnified times 100. People be mistreated, because I've seen it myself. And now the reason why how I do is because even though I got the Buddhist practice, as y'all all do know, I am a Nichiren Daishonin Buddhist. I have been doing this for over 13, 14 years now. And I have been The practices have shown me a lot ups and downs. Even while going to my therapist, like with my therapy session, I will usually get myself my good old hot tea. I get my laptop set up, and I'll log in, and we would just get right on cracking. Ray, how you doing? How you feeling today? Be straight up, and I'd be just straight up like, I don't feel like dealing with people today. I don't even feel like going out. But there's times when you can barely even get out of bed. It's like that's the struggle. That's where it really starts. When you can barely get out of bed, you don't want to do anything, but you got to push yourself to get on up and do the things you want to do. And like, for example, you got to go to work. Hey, we all got to go to work, pay these bills, and also do things we really don't want to do and do things that don't make us happy. But also, you have the power to change that. And then with my therapist, I'll be like, hey, today I did XYZ. I took myself out for a walk. Because she'll always encourage me, hey, take yourself out, go for a walk, get yourself a cup of coffee, get yourself a cup of tea, get your day started. Get out there, be in nature, be grateful, go just show appreciation. And I was like, okay. And I've been doing that a lot more lately. Like I've been slowly getting back to my Buddhist practice, my chanting Daimoku, which is meaning chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo 3 times. If you all don't know, to all you guys that are new here, and to the guys that have known for the longest since the beginning, this Buddhist practice have shown me the ups and downs of life. Not just with that, it showed me how to not take things for granted and how to really be in the moment. And there are times I wasn't in the moment. And there are times like when you be all up in your head, it fucks you up. So that's one of those reasons why. But also, the reason I haven't been on as much as I mentioned last time, due to the election and then on the anniversary of my stepmom's passing, it took a toll. And that's why I haven't been be as consistent recording the podcast as much. And it really took a toll. It took a damper. And I had to really, I had to call my therapist and say, hey, yo, it's like, I don't even feel like creating content. I didn't feel like doing anything. Like, I didn't feel like doing shit. I was even telling Lauren, I didn't feel like doing nothing. I was in my head. I was just like, I told my therapist, I said, I was in my head. I didn't feel like doing anything. This whole shit with the election and my stepmom anniversary, passing of her anniversary of her death, it just fucked me up. Before it would make me cry, I would tear up. Now I'm more like, okay, I'm taking it easy. It's okay to talk about it. Because there are times I felt ashamed. But I miss her so much because she was the one that always encouraged me to always stay true to who you are. Don't you change for nobody. And she never judged me or scolded me or anything or said I was immature. So, and that's why I was always grateful for her, because she understood. She knew the personality that I've had and how I pretty much been like a whole beacon of hope. So it's like, how can I really, really how can I make her proud? How can I do what I need to do? So that's when I started putting all my creative energy into getting back into doing the podcast, into doing my other creative ventures for YouTube. And I'm doing also doing something with my homegirl Ashley, which I cannot mention. It will be all mentioned when when she allows me to tell you. But it's a lot of surprises that are coming up. And if you have a friend like my homegirl Lauren that's been by my side for 25 plus years, she knows the up and downs how I am. That girl has been the most influential person in my life, besides and besides Ashley and my group of small people, they know who they are. They never really give up on me. And I'm so grateful for them because I don't know where I would be if I didn't have them. And I don't know where I'll be if I had you guys, because you guys have been listening to me for over what, 5 years now, since COVID. We got a lot of history together, and this is the space where I want you, where it is okay to be a human being. It's okay because I'd rather be human and straight up with you guys and tell it like it is. As the gay handsome Buddha bear that you all know how I am, I don't sugarcoat shit. My little chocolate chip for the honey dips, because that's who y'all are to me in my heart. Yes, y'all are. You know, my little chocolate chips forever in my heart. But this is how the relationship, this is how we bond together. That's how we fucks with each other. So when it comes to doing what you have to do for your mental health, go to speak to your therapist. Do things that what makes you happy. Do what gives you that what gives you that flavor that ignites your character in your life. What are your hobbies? Do your favorite hobbies, and I guarantee it'll get your creative juices, your body pumping. Whatever you gotta do what's best for you, and never look back. It's like I took everything I've learned from my past experience from flight attendant. Oh, I have to catch you up on that. Y'all will be the first one to hear it in the podcast. But yeah, a lot has happened because I have to catch you up. So I got to take you back in the beginning. I think probably the middle or beginning of October. A lot of stuff has happened. I have actually been. I didn't want to say nothing, but I have to really get it off my chest because I don't want to hold it in. And I take everything as a learning curve. I had a job interview with an airline. It's a bit of a story time. I had a job interview with an airline. It's a regional airline with American Airlines. It was one of the airlines I applied for, like beginning of the year, like way in the beginning, like before the summer of this year. And it was a long and lengthy process. I was one of the people that got picked to go to the face-to-face to go to Dallas. Where they flew me to Dallas for the flight attendant position. The day I had everything booked, my hotel booked, I had everything, like my flight booked, all that. Tell me how, on the midst of getting there, it was on a Monday morning, I'll never forget it. I was getting there the day before, like I was leaving the 7th, I had to be there before the 8th. So everything's gone smoothly. I went to LaGuardia. Mind you, I beat the morning rush, because you know how it is on a Monday morning in New York City. You gotta beat the traffic rush. You gotta beat the morning rush. Rush hour's a bitch up here. And I wouldn't recommend it, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta get your dream career job. So when I went to LaGuardia, I'm getting my badge check. I'm thinking, when I go through TSA, it's like 1, 2, 3. Nothing should be in my bag. I should be on my flight, enjoying the power of the flight, listening to my music, jamming to my Dre Beats headphones on, and we are on and going, and meeting other individual and candidates that got something to go down to flight attendant training. Well, flight attendant interview to go to training. Tell me how I went to TSA. It's been about 5-10 minutes. I said, it don't never take that long. And one of the TSA agents said, oh, did you know you forgot to take your brass knuckles out in the back? I literally forgot to take my brass knuckles out and leave them at home. I am a gay Black man living in the Bronx. I know you guys, I had to be super careful. I know I should have been more careful, but I was in a rush. You know how you be in a rush, you get mad excited and you wanted to get the fuck on with your day, get on the airline, and so you just land your dream job. That's pretty much what happened to me. TSA found my brass knuckles. I said, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to bring it. You're more than welcome to throw it away. They said, oh, we'll do that. But we got to call the supervisor to see what's going on. And I was like, which was uncalled for, because I didn't know it was illegal to bring your breast knuckles to the airport because I never brought it to the airport like that. And two, I don't travel as much like I want to. So it was merely much a mere accident. And so I had to get escorted. Um, I had to go to the TSA police station so they could give me a ticket. Long story short, I made it to my second flight. I went and got arrested. Yes. I was arrested and all. I had to sit in the cell for a little bit, for about like an hour. Then I got right out because they knew I had no record. But that was the most. I was so scared. Like my heart sank to my pinky toe. I was like, please don't let this be on my record. And the guy was like, you're not the first one that's happened to. And come to find out, this isn't the first time this has happened. This isn't the first time it's happened. So I was like, okay, but you're talking to a law-abiding citizen that never done anything a bad thing in his life, and you knew it was an accident. Why am I arrested? But knowing the severity of it, it's a big penalty. It's a misdemeanor. So I went down there. I went over there. They gave me my ticket. They to be something to go to court. Long story short, I made it to my second flight. Went down to Texas and rocked out my interview. Landed my conditional job offer at the CJO. Now, in the midst of landing that CJO job, I had to tell my airline, my company I was going to work for, that I had to literally, and I mean literally, I had to show them. I said, "Hey, this is what's going on. I just have to go to court. It was an accident. I accidentally brought my breast knuckles by accident. I explained the whole situation. Even my new employer was like, that's crazy. Like, it was a whole accident. Why would they charge you? They could have just thrown the thing away and kept it pushing. I said the same thing. They make the biggest deal out of nothing. And I said, when it comes to the real thing, when people do the most fucked up shit, I just be like, what the hell? It's just like they let people get away with it, but it's like they pick and choose. So I was just like, it was unnecessary. I ended up not getting the job because I had to take care of matters at court. So long story short, I went to court, bust that out the way. The judge dismissed it. I was so scared. I was so scared. My heart sank to my pinky too. I was a scared ass little boy at that point. I ain't never been caught a day in my life. I was scared as shit. You hear me? I was scared. My heart was thumping. I'm like, please. I was just praying. I was like, please just get me through this. Get me out of this courthouse. Long story short, the judge called my name. So, hi, Miss Hemingway. I said, hi, Your Honor. And she said, we're going to dismiss your case. My heart, I was like, hallelujah. She said, you just be on your best behavior for a few months and then it'll be eradicated off your record. We're gonna get you your certificate of disposition to show that the case has been sealed. You're free to go. I was like, thank the Lord, because if I would have gotten if that case wasn't dismissed, I wasn't gonna be a flight attendant. That was my chance to be a flight attendant was up and gone. It was gonna be up and gone. Like poof. But thank God that wasn't the case, and I learned something from it, and I did not want that ruining my chances, because I worked too fucking hard to do what I wanted to do, especially if that's my dream job. That's my dream career. So right now, that is all behind me, but I took it as a valuable lesson that you do not fuck up your blessings. Please be careful and be mindful. And also, I have to remind myself, leave my breast knuckles. My breast knuckles got thrown away, which was a blessing. Oh, excuse me. And I was just like, I went on about my day. Even though I felt I beat it, I also beat myself up a little bit because I have a bad habit of doing that. I told my therapist was like, don't beat yourself up. Shit happens for a reason. It's just like it was the wrong timing for it. She said, now you learned something from it. Now, just make sure you don't do it again. She said, and besides, you're not the type of person that gets into trouble anyway. You go to work, you pay your own rent, you got your own apartment, you're doing you. So I'm the least worried about you. It's just we gotta make sure that We just get with this little hump. That's all we gotta do. Don't let the setback get you. Trust me, it got to me a little bit because I was in my feelings. I met some new friends. Shout out to my peoples at my regional carrier, my potential regional carrier at Envoy. That's like my favorite airline. I can't wait to meet up with them to see how they're doing because I miss them so much. It's like when you get to a place where you feel like you belong. I ain't felt like it feels like home. Like you haven't been there in so long. It feels like home. It felt like I felt like I belonged there for the first time in 39 years of my life. I felt like I belonged, and that's the most comfortable feeling. And I was around like-minded individuals that understood me for who I was and never judged me. So shout out to my wonderful classmates, and I can't wait to see all of you guys very soon. And I just want to make sure everything's all good. So, and that's pretty much it. So it's like when it comes, I give you guys that as my example because it did drain my mental a little bit. It drained my mental. It shot me down, but I had to also learn that it's worth. It's like don't let it break you. When you have obstacles like that, you can't let it break you. You just got to keep pushing forward no matter what. Just keep breaking through. Just keep punching that keep surpassing your limits. Don't let no one or anything or anyone tell you otherwise. And when you even where you're at a job, if you're at a job and you have people that, like, for example, supervisors want to lie to you about a stupid thing and they make you feel inadequate while they let other employees get away with certain stuff, away with a lot of shit and murder and stuff, that is your absolute key to start looking for a better job and looking for something that wants to better your life. Because you don't want something for nothing to really, like, you don't want no one to fire you. Because I went through this, I'm in this weird ass little obstacle now where managers want to lie on you. And I don't want to get to that point. Like, I'm not saying no names, but it's just like, why would management want to lie on you? Especially where you're the main one that wants that you're doing the best job out there. You're doing the best job you can or whatever you're doing. So it's like it's weird. People do weird things. Like if something don't make you happy, y'all go find something that gives you your thrill. Don't quit your job yet till you get your foot in the door on the other one. Make sure you're safe and secure. Make sure you got your funds and everything you ever needed so you won't have to go through zero fuck shit with anything. Make sure you got your bills, rent, all that connected so you ain't got nothing to worry about. That's my advice to all of you, my wonderful Buddha Bear listeners out there that have been encouraged by me, making your dreams that making it impossible possible, all that and above. I want you to win. It's like, even though it feels a little weird being by myself, I ain't did this by myself in so long. So it's like I'm so used to Lauren being right there, right beside and next on the screen, but it's worth it. I miss you guys, and you guys deserve a new episode of. Y'all deserve to hear my voice. I miss seeing you guys. It's been amazing. I just hope everything goes well. But that's pretty much what I've been going through, like with mental and stuff. So I want you guys to get the healing you need. You need get your prayers and like decongest your house, like sage your home, get all the negative energies out your house. Get your therapist, do whatever you can. Do what's best for you. Your mental health and priority, your healing comes first. Yes, the healing may not be very easy. Honey, I got a long journey ahead. This journey has not been easy, but I've learned so much in the past couple of years, like behind the trauma, behind the nonsense. Y'all all know about my trauma. If you go back on the episodes back at season 3 and season 4, you hear it. I let everything out. It's like now you have to really y'all have to really, 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 really be mindful that like your mental health and your clarity comes first. And I just want you to really, really to make it, so you guys will be okay. So that's pretty much it for now. That's pretty much it for now, because I just want to make sure catch up with you guys, see how you guys are doing. Make sure y'all mental health is okay. To all my LGBTQ brothers, we are going to be all right. We're going to be okay. We just got a long way ahead of us. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your healing. Don't mistreat others. Treat everyone with respect. Keep it pushing, because we all got to look out for one another. Look out for one another. And also, my Buddha Bears, please show some empathy, because that's what we're lacking in the world nowadays. Let's be the leader in your own lives. Be the leader in your own lives and set by example. Even though it'd be a challenging, tempting motherfucker, it'd be a challenging motherfucker. You just want to knock upside the head. Be the leader in your own lives. Be that flavor in your ear that I taught y'all so well. Okay? You hear me? I love you. And this will conclude today's episode of Buddha Bear Talks, the podcast, your healing and mental health first. Lauren, we will be back next week. So I hope to hear from you guys by then. Until then, be safe, love, kisses. Always make your authentic self. And remember it. Give me that jiggle, give me that smile, and it's time to motivate. I am Rachel Hemingway, your host of Buddha Bear Talks, the podcast. Until next time. Love you. Bye. Kiss, kiss. Meow.